said the only constant is change in college football. For over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. There was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. A negative play to open the drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. A design run for the quarterback. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? With the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the...
Flying down the right side. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the ground, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll give it to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and obviously a great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the ground with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Washington right back to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The toss to the outside. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Huskies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Wide open, it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. There he goes. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Rolls it in. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Leaves it with the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Lining Setting up from the 34 on first down. To the air. It's out. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Pena. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for room. It's Singleton. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. To the ground. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football, you're coming up and try to get on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
Grab toward the middle. It's Singleton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to take a shot. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Hudson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State...
Defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they edge closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Sings it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. To the air. It's out. That's a fly. Touchdown, Penn State. And the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. He has been surging. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Now on the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the toss. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Tight end now in motion. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A run for the quarterback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll take it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
So now it's second and long. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emptman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line, eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Motion from the back. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Got some room, headed to He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Washington right back to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. Great job by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final in one of the game's underrated rivalries between Northern Illinois and Ball State. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Allen. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. There he goes down the right side. seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Allen. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about. A game happening inside CUSA today. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look at.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Grab behind the line. It's Dinkins. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Williams will pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Still on his feet at the 35. Lots of room to run. The tag. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Now on the option. The pitch. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2